Waverly Woodson Jr. was a United States Army combat medic who distinguished himself through a series of heroic actions while serving with the First Army during the Battle of Normandy. He was born on August 3, 1922, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. After graduating from high school, he began studying at Lincoln University as a pre-med student. Following the United States entry into World War II, Woodson put his studies on hold and enlisted in the US Army on December 15, 1942, alongside his younger brother Eugene. After scoring highly on an aptitude test, he joined the Anti-Aircraft Artillery Officer Candidate School. Though before he was able to complete the course, he was informed that due to racial segregation policies, he would not be permitted to serve in the Army Coast Artillery Corps. As a result, Woodson was retrained as a combat medic and assigned to the 320th Barrage Balloon Battalion, the only African American combat unit to land at Omaha Beach on D-Day. On June 6, 1944, he was aboard LCT-856, which was scheduled to land during the third wave at Omaha Beach. As his vessel approached the shore, it was struck by a naval mine and lost power. Within minutes, an 88mm artillery shell also struck the craft, and Woodson was wounded by shrapnel to his groin, thigh, and back. Despite his injuries, he managed to swim ashore, where he and other medics quickly established a field dressing station beneath a rocky embankment. For the next 30 hours, under constant artillery and small arms fire, he treated countless American soldiers, working tirelessly to tend wounds, remove bullets, and administer plasma, until he finally collapsed from exhaustion. After being relieved, Woodson was gathering bedding when he was alerted that 3 British soldiers had been pulled from the water after being submerged while disembarking from their landing craft. He proceeded to rush to the men's aid and used artificial respiration to resuscitate them. He was next evacuated to a hospital ship for treatment, and after only 3 days of rest, he requested to return to the front. Estimates suggest that Woodson's actions on the first day of the invasion saved as many as 200 lives. His commanding officer recommended him for the Distinguished Service Cross. The office of General John Lee also reviewed the recommendation and determined that his heroism merited consideration for the Medal of Honor. However, neither award was granted, and Woodson received only a Purple Heart. For his actions on D-Day, he was also approved for a Bronze Star Medal in 1945, though the award was never formally presented to him. Following the Battle of Normandy, the 320th Battalion returned to the United States for additional training at Camp Stewart in Georgia. The unit was then deployed to Hawaii in preparation for Operation Downfall, which was ultimately cancelled following Japan's unconditional surrender, and Woodson was subsequently transferred into the US Army Reserve. During the Korean War, he was recalled to active duty and served at Fort Benning in Georgia, where he was promoted to Staff Sergeant before leaving active service in 1952. Waverly Woodson Jr. passed away on August 12, 2005, at the age of 83. He was buried with full military honours at Arlington National Cemetery. On June 7, 2024, in a ceremony on Omaha Beach, the US First Army posthumously awarded him the Distinguished Service Cross. The award came after more than 70 years of advocacy by his family and supporters, who worked to ensure that his heroism was finally recognized.